ladies. I hope everybody's doing good. I'm a little out of sorts. I had a relapse in my waking up time, so I woke up at like 2:30 a.m. and I didn't manage to take a nap until around 10 o'clock and 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I woke up at about 11:30, but I had a nightmare. I mean, a horrible nightmare. By my dream interpretation, it would mean that there's going to be a lot of death somewhere. I don't know. See, the thing is that that's why I'm so shook. I have two dreams, and yeah, I'm superstitious because I'm Romanian, right? And there are two kinds of dreams that always, for me, forecasted death. And somehow, a weird thing is that there was the dream of a child, infant or toddler, and if I was holding it, it was my child, okay? If I was holding it, somebody in my family would die. If somebody else was holding it, even if it was somebody from my family, somebody outside of the family would die. And then the other dream that the child thing I was dreaming when I was younger. And the other dream that started appearing, so I made the correlation, right? Is me losing teeth. And if they were my own teeth, there would be somebody in the family. If there was a veneer or my bridge falling or something like that, was somebody who was not in the family. And also, if I was hurting, then I would emotionally hurt. If I wasn't hurting, I wouldn't emotionally hurt. But the one that I dreamt this morning, because it was still before noon, was that somehow my bridge fell, and it had all the weirdly my root canal wires coming out, and then I noticed that some other what's left of my teeth started falling, but then they were pieces, like it was pieces of my skull. It was horrible dream. I'm still out of sorts. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't even have told you about that. Anyway, so if I seem out of sorts, it's because I am. But I don't know. I hope everybody is doing good. So, hi Elaine, thank you for making it. Hi Sharon, hi Carlene, hi Lianka, hi Wendy. So, I'm using... Okay, this needs to go one more time. I'm using jungle green. I know it's not made anymore, but remember there is an article on my website, kalyanadesigns.com, that's pinned on the homepage, so you can make your own using regular green. This is Primo, regular green, black, white, and ultramarine blue. yes, I do know that Primo has put out a recipe for it that is slightly different than mine, but mine works too, so I don't know. So first what I'm going to do is to get these on 2 strips on a thinner setting. So I think I'm going to use a 5. So and to get them the same, I am using my Hi Chris, how are you today? Why am I using this? Because it's much easier than measuring and stuff, and you know I'm all for shortcuts as long as it doesn't it doesn't interfere with the quality. Okay, so I am going to get these on a 5. Actually, I'm gonna go on a 6. There we go. So this will be for the, and this is a very simple plaid pattern because we are trying to make things a little bit simpler so we don't have to work too hard. I think this worked. So now I'm going to stack them so that I can create a striped cane. It's nice and beautiful outside, I think, after, I mean, 61 degrees, but I can put a jacket on. And sunny, so I think after I'm done with the live, I am going to go outside and kind of rinse my brain, so to speak. Now I'm going to cut in half and stack. And just a little bit of extras I'm going to cut off. Not a lot, because this one will be cut in a diagonal. I've been watching the weather, and looks like a lot of the East Coast is going to get some really nasty weather. Alrighty, so now I'm going to go on a 45-degree angle, and I think I'm going to go this. Hold on, let me first make the cubes, the regular cubes, before I start cutting. So yeah, what I was thinking about that, the dream was something like earthquake or war, natural disaster. I mean, there's war going on right now, so. Alright, I'm going to take 2 of each. That should be enough. And I'm going to make cubes. And I'm going to make that by first making beads, obviously. Yeah, and we'll make something with the plaid too. Just a second. Let's see if this is going to be, because I need to have, so it'll be, no, actually I'm gonna have to cut these first. So I must have, my brain is not braining right now. Not sure if I cut them right. I wasn't supposed to have this little. I don't know. I have this thing when I'm having a nightmare. It takes a long time before I get back to the real world. trying to remake the... This is actually not perfectly square. This is not how you cut it, okay? This is definitely not how you cut it, but for the best results. I think I might have to redo it. My goodness gracious me, so no, it's not like this. I have to redo it. This is horrible. So I need a second one like this. That's the whole idea. So now I'm gonna just do another one because right now my brain isn't braining, as I said. So sorry about that. Some notes somewhere, but I don't know where they are. I'll put a photo in the community and on the Facebook page, because there's a specific way to cut these to get 2 squares, but right, as I said, right now my brain isn't braining very well. And I'm going to go again with them on a 6. Hopefully I'll get enough height. I had, how many did I have? 4 or 5. I don't remember. Okay, I need like this, like this. Let me put these first on. How many are they? 5. No, 6. So these were 3. So I need 3 more of each. I hope I have enough of the red. One more time. Goodness gracious. Yes, you know, for me the funniest parts of the CRS is when you're looking for your insert here anything from car keys, house keys, whatever, and you go and open the fridge door and just stand there looking at the inside the fridge, trying to remember why you're there. That's one of the best ones. Alrighty. So now, hopefully, even if I cut messed up, I still get 2 squares. Oh yeah, I forgot that I did stack them, so I didn't really need 6. I swear. and we're gonna do something with those two. So I think I should be able to get 2 out of this. Slightly larger on each side. So you have to be very careful, so the lines on one match the lines on the other. And this is what threw me off. Okay. Now I think I'm gonna use this one. There's a whole bunch of brown mud clay in the beginning, the coming. So that's the main thing. You need 2 of these that need to be equal in size. This one looks very slightly bigger. There we go. And then we're gonna make a green and the blue and the red. Yeah, that's the main thing. I remember that my mom used to do that. She would make lists before going grocery shopping, and it was a given that she would forget the list at home. I know it seems super complicated because I just messed up. Gas oven, no, gas oven is not very good for polymer clay, and I presume that you're not planning on doing only polymer clay in it, because if you cure polymer clay in a gas oven, you're going to have to super clean it afterwards, because the fumes will stick to the walls of the oven and will contaminate your food. Your best bet is to have a small countertop convection oven just for polymer clay. The thing is that with gas ovens, you have spikes in temperature. So it's very hard to have a constant temperature, and polymer clay needs a constant temperature, while the gas oven works pretty much like your, let's say, your heating, right? You have a thermostat, and that when it's exactly the same thing for the gas oven. When the temperature falls below 1 degree below what you've set, it will kick in and go 1 degree above what you've set, right? So you will not have a constant temperature. A convection oven will maintain the same temperature. They are electric. I've had mine for, gosh, like 8 years. It's going strong. Well, I guess you can risk it, but I wouldn't risk my health personally, you know. And I'm talking very, very, very honestly. Okay, so now we have a regular, this one is a little bit too fat still, a regular simple plaid, and we will keep it regular like this, but then we're gonna take it up another notch. So it is very, very simple. Now we go, make sure that they are well, and that the lines go the same way for each of them. So I'm gonna put this here. 2x2 works the best. So you'll have on a diagonal the stripes, and on a diagonal red and green. So let's just reduce it just a little bit, just a pinch. And now we are going to give it that extra notch, and what I'm going to do is to get like 3 parts white, 1 part yellow. I think I need a little bit more white. What the heck? I thought I got my white out. I didn't. Still have a pinch here. Okie dokie. And we are going to cut this. And right in the middle here. And insert a yellow stripe. If you want it to be more eye-catching, you can kind of like in the recipe for jungle green, you can pretty much double the green. Okay, so this is one, and then on the same, I mean, you can cross it on the red or on the green, it's up to you, but you have to do it on the same one that you did the first one. And again we insert a little yellow stripe. And this is our little, okay, this is not very good. There we go. Okay, now we can start reducing this. Yeah, but remember, if you have it tightly sealed, you might get some water vapor. And that might cause Mooney's blacking. Actually, let me do it first by hand, because it's still a little bit too wide for. Yes, don't forget to thumb me up. Even if I messed up, I still deserve thumbs up. Alrighty. Yeah, it's still a little too wide. And I'm going to do this until we can do a cut it in 4 and assemble it. Okay, now it's good. Remember, these you can get at tinypandora.com from Teresa Salgado, and they are for reducing canes, the best thing since sliced bread. Not that you can use sliced bread to reduce canes, but you know. No, but I'll have to look in my notes, and I will post a photo on. I'll do a little. My hand design is kind of messy, but I'll do a real quick one in GIMP. And remember, I always, when I use these, I will always flip them, because I know that, and for most people this is the case, I know that one of my hands, the right one, is stronger than my left. So if I keep going in the same position, it's going to get thinner on one end and thicker on the other one. No, plaque. If it went black, you just burned it. Generally speaking, for very fine things, what I do is wrap them in paper, toilet paper to be more exact, because it's the most hygroscopic. And I use that painter's tape. Like, especially I used to do that when I was sculpting dolls, for the fingers, the hands and the fingers and the toes, because those are very delicate and they can easily burn. So before putting them in the oven, I would wrap them with, I would take like a strip of toilet paper, cut, and then wrap it and put a tiny piece of painter's tape to keep it in place. And again, aluminum foil is okay, but you have to be very careful which side you put towards the clay, which side you put towards the oven, because one of them reflects heat. You know how aluminum foil is shiny on one side and more satiny on the other. Kind of like the same as with wax paper. So the shiny side reflects heat, so you have to put the shiny side facing outwards from your clay. Okay. Cut the mess ups. And I think I can do it just a little bit more. Because when you don't insert that yellow strip, it gets put together normal, but when you do insert the yellow strip, there's another thing to do. And why these cane reducer thingies are so good is because they move all the clay, including the one in the middle. So, alrighty, so this should be it. I do have here a little bit more wastage. And here as well. Alrighty, now if I can only find my ruler, which of course I don't. I've been mixing mud clay early in the morning, so I'm still pretty good at eyeballing. So I have a whole pile of mud clay here. Alrighty. So Normally, let me put it this way. So normally when you don't have the white thing, you will go like this. So you have green stripe, red stripe. So you would go like this, pretty much. So you'd have, on all areas, you'll have, no, this one is not, well, but this one needs different. Anyway, let's go back to our thing. So we go red on red. See, that's the deal. Make sure that your line connects well. No, it's not like this. No, it is like this. I am something else. So very careful with the line. That's the most important thing. And there we go. This should be it. And of course you can get this one even smaller, but you're gonna start losing the pattern. Okay, so let me grab these and make a base to put the slices on. And of course you can make bracelets, you can make earrings, you can make little boxes. Alrighty, let me actually get my cane slicing blade. And my eyes. But I'm going to show you two. You can leave it like this, obviously. And don't forget to turn your cane 90 degrees after each slice, because you don't want it to start getting squished. Now, of course, your best bet in making these would be Fimo, if your hands can handle it, Fimo Professional. Because being a geometric cane, Fimo might want to have the tendency to, you see, go wavy. Okay, so And again, try to connect the lines properly. This is not long enough. Maybe, hopefully. And of course the whole thing needs to be burnished. I'm not rolling I mean, with Primo you'd have, and again, remember, before you cut, you normally should put it in the fridge for half an hour, or even in the freezer for 10 minutes. Because here I've cut a cane that was warm, so the propensity for deforming when being cut was very high. But I'm going to show you two different things you can do with it. Let me put this back. And then give me a minute. I mean, if the cane wasn't warm, these would have been much straighter, but unfortunately I cannot interrupt the live to let the cane cool down. Alrighty. Just a second. Alrighty, so I'm going to do two variants of how you can make this cooler looking. So this would be one, and this would be the second. So alrighty. And I used this yesterday with my sponsors on a different project. But this is the stencil, remember, that you can find in a set. And I don't have snowflakes. If you have any kind of snowflake stencil or silk screen, you can use that. So on one I'm going to put some gold perfect pearls. And make sure to load it really good. And then carefully remove the, and of course you can use resin on it or whatever your heart desires. Just a second, I need to wipe it down. And oops, let's grab this. So this would be an earring, right? You can see it looks very, very festive. Now let's grab the second one. Place this in again. And try to find a spot that's got more, a bit more bigger stars. Okay, this should be good. These little finger sponges, you can get them at Polyclay Play. Please don't forget to use my affiliate link. And they are washable, they are awesome. I usually keep them in water with a little bit of dish soap for like half an hour, and then I rinse them under running water, and they are reusable. But anyway, they are not very expensive either. And I'm going to use, and you can use whatever color of the color shift you want, but I just wanted to use yellow so we can see the difference between acrylic, and you can use metallic acrylic if you don't have either this or that. And I'm going to have to wash it real quick after the live, but right now it needs to dry a little before I do anything else. Just cleaning the stencil a little bit with alcohol so it wouldn't dry out. Alrighty. So yeah, you can use either of these. You can use metallic acrylic, you can use holographic glitter-like stuff, all kinds of variations. But the simplest one is, in my opinion, the best one. The color shift acrylic will look the best under resin, but you can see the difference, and they appear and disappear depending on the angle. So you can do even Christmas ornaments with these. Okay, so I hope everybody enjoyed this, and you'll try and give me, like, I don't know, half an hour to an hour for me to put up the proper cutting of the striped cane, so you get the most for your buck and you don't waste too much clay. But this is, and you can make these much smaller if you want to. And again, if you want brighter green, don't use the regular green. Just do the recipe for jungle green, doubling the amount of green in the recipe. That would make you brighter, but not as bright as the regular green. Do not use the regular green in this cane. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next Sunday. Okay, so nothing bad happens Anyway, I'm gonna go outside and try to remove. This helped, but I still have a few cobwebs from that nightmare. So I'm gonna go outside, sit in the sun like a cat, and let the birds singing. They still sing even if it's December. Get me in a better mood. Thank you so much, and see you next Sunday. Don't forget to thumbs up and don't forget to use my affiliate links. Love you all. Bye.